Hello YouTube, this is Kankady and I am back on Bevo, playing Bevo's Tech Back on Trionis' server, and it is raining out here, so I'm going to get inside. I am actually at Trionis' power plant here, his dual stack big reactor power plant. I love this place. The doors are a little bit to be desired because they're really sensitive and kind of loud. I don't think it's my settings, I think it's just the way that they're made, as far as I can tell. I've actually kind of hijacked this power system here because I needed to refuel my jetpack. It's nearly full now, so I think it's probably close enough. But I realized I needed a massive amount of power, and I figured I might as well go right to the source, drop in a little bit of yellorium ingots into here, and run this thing, which runs at 3 kilo RF. And for those of you paying attention, my little big reactor functions at about a max of 180 RF, much closer to 140. So this is much faster. Although actually, I'm pretty sure that the energetic infuser only receives energy at about 1 kilo RF per tick, for second, sorry, not per tick, 1 kilo RF per second. So that extra energy was going to the regular places. So, I don't know, not the best in the world. There's probably some other kind of infuser that does a better job than that. I just haven't found it yet. So the reason I'm recording right now, and it's actually nighttime, so I may try and sleep. No, that actually doesn't matter where I'm going. Where I'm going, I don't need roads. Although, oh, creeper, a lot of lag. Although I will eventually need railroads, but not roads at the moment. So Trionis was very nice, and he actually made an attempt at a dome shape here for the top of the science building, and I kind of like it. I mean, it's not bad. It's a little bit steep at the top. I guess it's just the way that this king came out here, but this is better than I could have attempted. It almost looks like a drop or some kind, or like a. I know it kind of looks like an Ender Dragon egg. So I kind of like it. Definitely a better job of it than I could do. As I said many times before, the Open Blocks building guide is not working in Bevo's Tech Pack, so that's not really going to work. So the reason I'm recording this right now, I'm not going to record this whole thing because I did a whole big session about building in space. I'm going to do a little bit of that, but I'm going back to the space station. But I'm going there specifically to do some work, but I'm recording right now in case something hilarious happens. Hilarious meaning very, very bad. And the reason I think something hilarious might happen, meaning very, very bad, is because I'm not 100% sure what it is that happens when you do not have a level position for the for your parachest. So it's entirely possible that this rocket is going to not land where it should be in the parachest and may fall off of the space station, which is very, very bad. Eventually I'll have to fix that with some kind of platform, but at the moment this is what I got. So I think I'm all set. I got my 2 full O2 tanks here, 2 backup tanks in here, and of course I have, most importantly, the oxygen set up on the station is all ready. So let's head in. That's weird that the graphics is showing me just a little bitty cube raining, looks like a little rain cloud right on top of me. So once again, we're blasting off into orbit, heading for the space station. Going to do some more work there. I've got a number of things in my sort of mission 2 profile. Most notably, I'm going to try and complete as many modules as I can. So it's a lot of, like as for working with the builder's wand to try and get stuff done as quickly as possible. And I'm kind of curious at what Y level the rain stops. Let's find out. So if this was NASA, this would be sort of been waved off because of bad weather. Let's see what happens. At what point I can get beyond rain. Oh, it looks like didn't the rain just turn to snow? Or am I imagining things? That is weird. It looks like it's turning into static. I don't know what it is, but that's cool to look at. It's like a fine asteroid particles. So I'm going to building a lot with the builder's wand. I'm going to try and sort of shape out the station as much as I can. Then eventually I'm going to go back in and do some more stuff with electrical work and the oxygen work. Yeah, it's raining the entire time. Although I think after a certain point, I guess because it's space, it turns cold. So you can't at that point do much about it. Click again. Overworld. Spawn station launching. Oh, a very important note. I think I've mentioned before. Okay, excellent. This is what I was looking for. this is precisely what I was hoping would happen. So we spawned on top of the arrival block. We are down here in Module A. I guess use my jetpack. Actually, I don't need, let me test it without a jetpack. So I think I should just be able to do this. Oh, nice. I had to get off the block. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I just turned right. I took off like a jet. I get that'll work. Yeah, verticality, like that kind of. Let me just go down here. So, going all the way down. Whoa, come on. Yeah, going back to building in Jello here. It's actually hard to get down and to get up. Let me try getting back up here. So from the base, one quick tap on the space bar gives me plenty of room up here. So those of you who are like, oh help, I spawned in a hole. No, you really didn't. You just spawned at the bottom of one of the modules. Cool. So we are once again on the spawn space station. Can get this work down here. And sorry, that's what I was saying before. Those of you on Trianos' server who want access to the space station, you have to be online at the same time that I am in order for me to give you invite permissions. I think right now Trianos and Eddie have, I've invited them to join the space station, but both of us have to be on the server at the same time. So those of you who aren't really amenable to Eastern US time, we'll try and figure out some time when both of us can be on, just for like few seconds, because I can't invite you if you're not on the server, as far as I can tell. You were wrong about that, but as far as I know. So we're up here, and let's go and check and see if the thing that I was worried about happened. So I think the best way is to go over here. This part, we turn on the jetpack, and I'm gonna get thrust here. Have to compensate for that. Got the oxygen system here running perfectly. Got the particles showing. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, see that little block right down there is the parachest landing point originally when I spawned in the space station. So it landed exactly above that. That's what I thought. So eventually I need some kind of a platform right here for this thing to drop on. But it will always drop right here. So those of you who drop in here and come into the space station like, where's my parachest? I don't know what happened to it. You have to come up here, go over here, and take your... Assuming you actually don't have any fuel. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure at least I have more fuel in here. Okay, I have more fuel in here. Houston, we may have a problem unless... No, I'm good. Sorry. Yeah, I've got tons. I've got 1.5 partially full fuel canisters. I think it requires like 200 or I think it's around 400 fuel in order to transit, and I've got more than enough for that. This is enough for like 3 or 4 trips. No, so I'm in good shape. So okay, so I'm gonna be building in space for a while, and I got the parachest. Nothing hilarious happened. I'm kind of curious what happens if you stack parachests. Probably nothing, terrible. But I'll be back in a bit to show you guys what I've been working on here up at the spawn station. So see you in a bit. Hello again, and I'm back. A little interesting tidbit. Apparently when you're in space, you don't really get hungry that much. I guess because you're not really jumping, you're kind of swimming in a way, or creative moding or something, and you don't really run that much, so I've barely had a little bit of these persimmons. I've still got all the fruit I have, so I'm in pretty good shape. I've had to replace my oxygen tank a couple of times now, but it was definitely worth it. Now, this place is unlit right now, so it was not finished, and it's definitely not oxygen sealed, but, well, take a look. This is pretty much everything I imagined it would be. So it's not done yet, but I did finish up the oxygen system. This thing is now producing 1,900 units of oxygen, which is a lot. This and the other one will certainly be enough for this whole thing, and more if you actually want to expand it. And the original design for the ISS actually has a couple of other modules underneath these 2 rear modules. I got the central module over here. I extended the Skystone railing over to this side. I don't have the other collector or the other solar arrays, or the ones over there for that matter, to power it. I have the side module over here, the top module up here, and eventually I'll find a better way to do this, but at the moment this is what I've got in terms of, I guess you can call it braking. Speaking of braking, get down, swim, 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 swim. Come on. Wait, jetpack is way easier to get up and down than it is side to side. Alright, so this is the, I guess call it the B module, because A is up, B is, A is down, B is up, C is to the left, this little one, and D is to the right, this big one here. That's the way I call it. I'll probably make a sign somewhere saying what it is. So basically it's just a couple of quartz blocks here with elevators. I brought 2 with me, and what you do is just go up like here, and it's lit with some, this is what happens when you put a vanilla torch in Galacticraft. It looks kind of derpy, almost like a burnt out cigarette, but that's the way it is. So you would come on, come down or up through here. This is the central area. Oh, check this out. This is why I wanted this thing oriented the way it is. Look at the moon. Just look at that. That's where we're going. We're going to the moon. And this place will take us there. So happy about this. So I've got the oxygen compressor, and I've got a little hardened energy cell as backup power, but it's really not necessary once we get the conversion set up. I know we're producing RF through the mechanism that they say Ender IO solar panels. Okay, see, now that was the reason I installed these little blocks up here. If you do not have something directly above you, you will in fact pick up vertical velocity, and it will go straight up. So it's not impossible to get back down, it's just kind of annoying. So that's why I have it over here. I'm going to have one elevator pair here and a second one over, where is it? Over there, where that one is. That's where, right here is where your parachest is gonna land. So that's a very important thing. I'll put signs up for that when I get a chance. But as you can see, I'm running out of power on my jetpack, so I'm gonna head back to the overworld. Now, I think at this point, rocketry is pretty much become, well, I won't say passe, because it's still really freaking fun. But you don't have to watch me blast off, more than once per episode. So for recording sessions, so don't worry about that. But I'm gonna head back to the overworld, get some more supplies together, and I may not come directly back up here, but I'm definitely gonna put in some more work. Gonna get me a whole bunch of solar panels, and we'll see what else we can do. So this is mission number 2, signing off from the spawn station. See you in a few.